You've probably watched a bunch of faceless YouTube channels like this before that have 1 million subscribers getting a shit ton of views. The owners behind these channels are doing a business model called YouTube automation, and the channels you're watching are making, let's say, a pretty good amount of money. In this video, I'll break down how you can utilize a few free AI websites to start your own faceless automation business today, literally right after watching this video. The thing that most people don't know is that all of these faceless channels follow the same exact 4-step framework to create their videos. They might do it in slightly different ways, but the core strategy and the tools that are used are always the same. If you watch this video till the end, you'll have learned the formula that are making people hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you'll be able to apply it to as many channels as you want to. But before we get into that, you need to understand what YouTube automation is. The simplest way to describe it is that you create YouTube videos without ever showing your face and outsource the video creation to freelancers so you can focus on more important parts like strategy and actually turn the channel into a passive income source. But I'd say that's a pretty outdated description. Now, outsourcing can be really expensive and cost hundreds of dollars per video when you can actually get the same results using AI. So I'll show you how to create and automate a faceless YouTube channel entirely with AI for free, saving you thousands of dollars in the process. I've spent countless days and nights researching AI software and picked out the best ones that literally anyone would be able to use, regardless if you have any prior experience or not. To show you how you then apply all of this, I've picked out a great niche and will show you how to create a video in it using these exact tools. But it's important that you know that this framework that I'm about to share with you can be applied to all niches. Sports, history, motivation, it doesn't matter. So I've recently seen Stoicism do well, so I chose that as my niche. And people are creating these motivational videos about Stoicism and how others can use it to improve their lives. Take this channel, for example. It's bringing in millions of views with this concept, so it's been proven to be a viral niche. I saw that their most viral video was about 7 things you should do every morning. So as any professional YouTuber would do, I completely copied that same topic. But before we get into creating the video, I'll reveal a little golden nugget that the pros don't want to share. Now, most faceless channels make the majority of their income from ad revenue, and that's the money that they're getting paid for people watching the annoying ads that you get when you click onto a video. And some channels make a lot of money from this. Mr. Beast, for example, is making $13 million a month from his ad revenue. But what most people don't know is that you won't get paid for your videos right away. You actually need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which can be a huge hurdle when you're just starting out. It took me 6 months before I started making any money with this channel you're watching right now. However, that was a year ago, and today there's a little bit of a loophole around this problem. A few months ago, I came across this website that has YouTube channels that have been grown organically to meet YouTube's monetization requirements. So when you start posting on one of these accounts, you'll get paid right away from your first video, which is huge. When I first heard about this, I thought it sounded too good to be true, but after giving one of these accounts a try, it actually worked perfectly. I'm not going to go too deep on this, but this is what people are doing to instantly get a return on the content that they post. It's not mandatory to get success, but it'll sure as hell help when you're struggling in the beginning of your journey. So the site is called Tick Accounts. Go ahead and Google it yourself. You'll see the accounts they have on there. They're out of stock pretty often, but I'm sure some of you watching this will be lucky enough to visit when they're available. Now that you know that, let's get into how to create the actual video. The first step of this framework is to write a script. This is actually the most important step of the formula, so listen up. Writing good scripts is really hard, especially if you've never done it before. But the good thing is that you don't have to be a genius script writer to create good scripts. With the evolution of AI, you can create really good scripts using softwares like ChatGPT if you just know how to enter a good prompt. In the last couple of years, I've spent many hours experimenting with different prompts. Maybe a bit too many. But the good part, though, is that I combined everything I learned into this prompt template that you can use to create YouTube scripts for any niche. Now, I know it might seem a bit complicated at first, but it's actually super simple to use. What you want to do is fill in all of the blank spaces with information about your own video. So in this first box, where it says niche, I'll switch that to stoicism since that's my niche. Then in type of script, I'll write something like motivational and educational. Then you just continue to fill in all these boxes that are highlighted with bold text. If you scroll down a bit, you then want to fill in additional details like length, type of audience, and specific keywords that can help your video get shown to more people. Now, writing scripts manually takes a lot of time and often doesn't turn out very good unless you know what you're doing. So if you want to pick up this template and use it yourself, you'll find it inside of my free community I have linked in the description. So you just go down here, click the free WAP link, and join it. Then in the top channel, the prompt will be linked, like those other packages I've given out before. Also in the community, if you're interested in actually getting some kind of mentorship by me and my team of experienced mentors, now this is where we're going to share the extra sauce that I don't include in these videos. We'll have weekly calls, private mentoring, now that's a good one, and a bunch of other stuff that you'll have to find out by yourself. So click the link in the description and pick up the template. Anyway, once you've filled out all the boxes, then go ahead and hit generate, and ChatGPT will analyze all the information you entered in the prompt and turn it into an engaging script with all the parts needed. It starts off with an engaging hook, designed to raise curiosity in the viewer on what's about to come in the video. Next part of the script is the main part, where the stoicism motivation is shared with the viewer. And then lastly, it's finished off with a conclusion summarizing everything that's been said in the video. So once it's done, you have to read the script through and make sure everything looks good. It usually never makes mistakes, but it's always a good idea to double check. Just to give you some perspective, writing a script like this yourself would have literally taken hours, if not days, to complete. I think you can start to realize how crazy important it is to learn how to use AI when doing YouTube automation. Anyways, now you need someone to read out the script for you. A couple of months ago, you had to find a voice artist, send your script, wait a couple of days for the result, and on top of that, it's all super expensive. But that's not the case anymore, since AI voices have gotten so good that they sound like real humans, and you can use them for free. Now, the biggest website for this is called 11 Labs. They have thousands of ultra-realistic AI voices to choose from, and they're also the cheapest. So click the link in the description and sign up for an account with your email. How it works is that you type in your script into this box, hit generate speech, and it'll create a voiceover. But first you want to pick a voice. You can go with one of their standard voices here to the right, or you can go with a custom professional one, which I'd recommend doing. The professional voices, I think, are the voices that have been cloned by professional voice actors so that they sound super realistic. Now to access these, you want to click on Voices, and then on Library. Here they have thousands of voices to choose from, with different nationalities, tones, gender, and age. Literally any voice you're looking for, you'll be able to find here. If you want to hear what a voice sounds like, this one for example, just click on it and you'll get a preview of what it sounds like.
After all, the most important quality of speech is that it is clear.
Since I'm creating a video in the stoicism niche, I want a deep male voice. To find that, we'll have to add a few filters. First, we have to set the language to English and accent to American. Now click on these three lines and set category to professional. As I said, the professional voices sound a lot more realistic, and I promise you won't be able to tell it's AI. Then I'll set the gender to male and keep age at any. Now you just want to start listening to them one by one until you find one you like.
We all know that mornings can be chaotic. The rush.
And as you can hear, they sound just like a real human. I'll just listen through a few more of these and get back to you once I found one. After looking around for a bit, I found this one that I liked. Now to use it, all you gotta do is click on Add and it'll be visible in your library. So go back to this page and you'll see your voice here. Now all you gotta do is paste your script from ChatGPT into this box and hit Generate Speech. Then just wait a few seconds and you'll be able to hear what it sounds like.
We all know that mornings can be chaotic. The rush to get out the door.
If you're not satisfied, you can play around with the settings and just regenerate it until you get a result that you like. And then once you're satisfied, download it by clicking this button. The next step when creating a video like this is to collect visuals, like videos and pictures that'll be shown throughout the video. And if you just know what softwares to use and how to use them, you can create some really crazy stuff. I've tried multiple AI softwares, and there's this one software all the top guys in this industry will try to gatekeep from you. You might have heard about image generators like Midjourney and Leonardo AI, but this software I'm about to show you does the exact same thing, but even better, because you can not only create ultra-realistic images, but also turn them into videos with just one click. To find the software, you want to click the link in the description that'll take you to a site called lumalabs.ai. How it works is that anything you prompt in this box will be turned into a video. Now, just to show you how it works, let's say we want to create a drone image of Manhattan. Type in something like this, hit enter, and it'll turn it into this image. But that's not even the coolest part, because with this software, we can even turn it into a video. If you click on it, you'll see this button in the middle that says Make Video. You want to click on that, and once you see the image pop up above the prompt box, type turn this image into a video. And as you can see, it did just that, and the result turned out really good. Now we want to apply the exact same concept into our own video for the visuals. And since you're probably not a prompt wizard yourself, I prepared this template that you can use to generate literally any image you want for any niche. So use this prompt to start creating visuals for your specific video. To show a very specific example, since our video is about stoicism, I want to create images related to that topic, like ancient statues. This prompt template we're going to use works the same way as the one we used for the script. You just fill in the highlighted boxes with instructions for your own image, like main objects, colors, vibe, and style. In this case, when wanting to create an ancient statue, it could look something like this once filled in. Now hit generate to turn the prompt into an actual image. And I think it turned out good, so I'll repeat the same process as before and click on Make Video. It can take some time for it to be created, so just wait a few minutes, and your animated image will be ready to go. Once you've generated the video, you want to continue doing the exact same process until you have enough visuals to cover the entire voiceover. I'll get back to you when I'm done. So the next step of the framework is to put all of the assets together in an editing software and actually turn it into an interesting video that can be posted on YouTube. I get questions from you guys all the time about how I edit my videos, and it seems to be appreciated. But the reality is that you really don't need to edit like me to be successful on YouTube, especially in the beginning when you don't have a huge budget to splurge on editors. Instead, start off by editing your own videos when you're just starting out. It doesn't matter if you've never edited a video in your life before this, because I'll show you exactly how to edit a video so that it has all the elements needed to go viral. And the style I'm about to show you can be applied to any niche. The first thing you'll need is the place where you'll actually edit, like the software. And there are tons of them out there, so it can be hard knowing which one to use. Since I want to show you how to do this for free, I'll use CapCut. In my opinion, it's the best free editing software out there. And if you know how to use it, you can create videos that are as good as any expensive software, like Premiere Pro. So click on the link in the description and you'll be able to download it to your computer, or just use the web app. Honestly, that works just as well too. Now, the first thing you want to do is to create a new project and import the visuals combined with the voiceover. Now drag the voiceover to the timeline and start adding in the visuals one by one until you've covered the entire voiceover. And to make the switch between the clips look more smooth, we want to add a transition, which is one of the editing effects that you'll need to get the hang of. It's actually super simple to do. Just click on transitions in the top left and choose from one of their pre-made ones. Now don't go with anything crazy, just something that makes it look a bit smoother, like a fade or blur transition. Drag it down between two clips, the same as you did with the voiceover and visuals. Now instead of repeating this between each clip, there's a much quicker way to do it. If you look to the right, you'll see this button that says Apply to All. And if you click on it, the transition will automatically be added between all clips, saving you a ton of time. Now pay attention, this next step is really important to increase the watch time and retention of your video. A few years ago, there was a study that was done on what impact captions have on a video, and the results show that it increased retention by 25%. 25% increase in watch time on YouTube is a huge difference and can be what separates a video with 100 views compared to 1 million views. To add these, you want to click on text in the top left. and then on auto captions. Now choose English as a language and hit generate to get the entire voiceover transcribed in only a few seconds. I'd recommend you spice them up a bit by changing the font, color, and size to create a style unique for your channel, like this. That way it'll be easier for people to recognize your channel and know it's your video. Now all that's left to do is export the final video.
We all know that mornings can be chaotic. The rush to get out the door,
That's how you create faceless YouTube videos completely with AI. Now the point I want to make with this video is that you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on hiring freelancers to do this stuff for you. AI softwares are getting better by the day, and if you just know how to use them correctly, you can use a few websites to automate all of the work related to creating your videos for a fraction of the price compared to hiring freelancers. Since you watched this far, I just want to share a little secret with you, because you must be somewhat interested in changing your life with YouTube, just like I did. I've opened up the applications again for the program where I help people start their own channels and earn a full-time income in just 90 days. Yeah, that's right, you heard me. 90 days. It's less than a term in school. What I do in the program is personally help you apply all of these steps into your own channel and turn it into a profitable business. However, there's a lot more to it. And believe it or not, finding a niche is the most important step of the entire process, almost where most people fall short and fail on their own. So if you want to start your own YouTube automation journey the right way and guarantee that you're going in the right direction, click on the link in the description and I'll review your application and see if you're someone I want to work with. And also, if you're interested in monetized YouTube or TikTok accounts, don't forget to check out Tick accounts. They're great for starting out. Anyways, that's it for this video. See ya!